This is a Fox News alert. We're now one step closer to knowing who the next pope will be. Welcome to a brand new hour of America Live, everyone. I'm Allison Camerata in for Megyn Kelly today. The College of Cardinals setting Tuesday as the start date of the conclave to elect the next pope. That afternoon, 115 cardinal electors will lock themselves inside the Sistine Chapel and remain secluded until a new pope is elected. Father Jonathan Morris is a Roman Catholic priest and Fox News contributor. Hi, Father John.
Hey, Allison. Good to be with you.
Okay, so if the conclave starts on Tuesday, when do you and other Vatican watchers think we will have a new pope?
Well, if we think about the last conclave, which was a very short conclave, it was just four ballots. Think of 2 ballots in the morning, 2 ballots in the afternoon. So it was pretty quick. Remember that they started in the afternoon on the first day. So in the last conclave, 2005, in the election of Ratzinger, there was 2 ballots in the afternoon, 2 ballots in the morning, and then he was elected. So it was a very fast conclave. I would say most people would say right now, and based on the situation, that it won't be quite so fast. You never know. But remember that the Cardinals, the 115 Cardinal electors, are throwing out their ballots at the very beginning and seeing really who are those Cardinals who have the most support. Then, without much debate, they go right into the next ballot. And then they say, you know, if I voted for somebody who only got 1 vote, well, I'm going to throw my vote to somebody else who has more support. And it goes back and forth just like that until they come up with 2/3 plus 1 majority.
Father John, I was just reading on FoxNews.com that some of the issues that the Cardinals have already been discussing at the meeting in their pre-Pope discussions are the issues that they think the next Pope will have to deal with, including inter-religious justice, love and mercy, bioethics. They have a lot on their plate. What do you think the next Pope will have as his top focus?
You know, all those things are obviously part and parcel of what a pope is all about. That is, spreading the gospel message and also dealing with other heads of state and major political and social issues. But the main focus is passing on the teaching of the church and the teachings of the gospel to the next generation. But let me tell you, Allison, what's being talked about right now as the priorities in terms of selecting the profile of the next pope. Number 1, somebody who's able to give a joyful and energetic and committed and convincing explanation of what the church is all about. With so much secularization, so many young people not attached to any specific religion, and also with the scandals that there have been in the Catholic Church and in other churches. That's the number 1 priority, a communication. Okay, a communication of the gospel message in a joyful way. That's what I'm hearing, at least. Secondly, someone who's able to govern. That is, there's been some major stories of scandal, right? The Vatican story, and many others, right? And there needs to be somebody who is able to actually manage all of these departments that are directing a church that has 1.2 billion members. Those are the 2 priorities, I would say. In the end, it's somebody who's committed who has fallen in love with the person of Jesus Christ, however.
And Father John, how big of an influence do you think geography will be? A lot of people have speculated that they'll, give some added weight to perhaps a pope from Latin America, even the U.S. What do you think?
Sure. Well, remember, before John Paul II, for 500 years, there had been only Italians. John Paul II, a Polish Pope, broke that trend. And then we have this German in Ratzinger, who is seen as this continuity figure coming off of John Paul II. So that trend of all Italians has been broken, but there are still 28 electors among the Italians. That's a big block if they were to vote in a block. There's quite a bit of division among them, it seems right now, in terms of who is the best person for the job. And so if an Italian is not the right person, then they're going to start looking. Is there somebody in Africa? Is there somebody in Asia? It doesn't seem to be there doesn't seem to be a candidate that's jumping out from those 2 continents right now, and they're going to the Americas. So among the Americas, I don't mean just the United States, but Canada, the United States, Latin America, South America, who are the candidates? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, that are coming up right now, and they're actually being given a major consideration, as you say, Allison. The fact that American cardinals are actually in the running, unheard of, but they're very much being taken seriously right now in the Italian press, in the blogs, and it's fascinating to watch.
It sure is, and it will be fascinating to see what they settle on. I don't have to tell you the longest conclave ever was 2 years and 9 months long. That was in the year 1268. It sounds like you think this one will be shorter.
No, but you know why it will definitely be shorter. Is they now call it a conclave. That means they're locked up, and after a little while, they will start taking away their food rations. I can guarantee you, it won't be that long.
Got it.
There will be a pope very soon.
Very nice. All right. Thanks so much for the update on the conclave.
All right.
Very nice. All right.